What's up, Franklin Foxes? This is your STEM teacher, Mr. Zach, here in his very own living room slash dining room. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of my home today because it's going to go perfectly into the challenge that I have for you. So right here we have my dining room, which is where I've been doing a lot of my work on this laptop and iPad, and I've just been doing my best to make lesson plans for you guys and make sure that you guys are having a fun time. And then this is the rest of my living room, which is pretty great. It's a little bit messy, but that's because right here is a blanket fort that me and my wife just made. And we want to talk about that a little bit today. We want to talk about homes and how we designed this blanket fort and what the goal was for this blanket fort. So going into that, my goal for this blanket fort, and also my wife's goal, was to be able to have a nice little place around our entertainment center so we could watch TV and we could have fun in this blanket fort. So we made sure that we had two of our couches put at an angle and a little doorway right here that we'll go into in a second, all connected to our entertainment center up there. As you can see, there is also two heavy things that we are using to keep the blankets down, so that we can make sure that the blanket fort doesn't fall on us, because that would not be fun. But with that being said, let's go ahead and go into the fort because that's where all the magic happens. So let's crawl in, and my wife is already in here, so we'll just climb on into here, and here she is.
Hello.
So one of the cool things about this fort, as you can see, it's really dark right now, and I'll kind of show you around it. This is our little curtain right here. We made sure that we had a fireplace. It's just a quick disclaimer: don't have any open fires in your fort. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, please, okay? But since it's a little bit dark in here, we're gonna open up this curtain right here so we can let some light in. You can see our faces a little bit better. Alrighty. So, with us making this fort, we wanted to talk about why do we have a home? And what kind of homes do we have? So we have a couple of basic homes like apartments and houses and mansions. But Tina, what are some of the other homes that we can have?
There's a lot of different kinds of homes out there. As you mentioned, there's like apartments, condos, townhomes. There's teepees, wigwams, igloos, dugouts, those kinds of places. There's in movies, there's hobbit holes, and there's the Ewoks houses in the trees in Star Wars.
They have tree houses, really cool.
And homes are really important because they're a place that we can go as humans. We've been making homes for pretty much all of the existence of humankind, and they're a place you can go to be safe from the weather, from wild creatures, that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, it gives us a good place where we can, be safe from just the stresses of the day-to-day, and it allows us to be able to have a good place where we can sleep, we can eat, we can be entertained, just like how we have our TV right here, and I'm sure we're going to watch Coco or Frozen 2 or something in a second here while we eat lunch. But it is such a great place where we are able to have fun and relax and be able to enjoy our time. And while we're here at home, we want you guys to make a fort. That's actually our challenge for this video, is we want you to make a blanket fort. Now keep in mind, as you're making this fort, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. I can go ahead and tell you that Tina and I, we went through about 3 different types of forts before we came to this one. It's all about that trial and error, where we make sure that we find the best thing that works for this fort.
So you're gonna have to try different things with your parents' permission. Use whatever you have. If you have an entertainment center, that will work. If you have couches, tables, chairs, cushions, a bed, whatever will work. And you can try different things until you find something that will allow you to have the roof stay up, and you'll be able to, if you want to sit or stand in your fort, work to make that happen. And so you're going to have to go through probably a couple different designs, but once you get something that works, then you can tell us all about that.
Absolutely. And the biggest thing that we want you guys to make sure that you're doing is having fun with it. I can tell you that it was a little bit frustrating for us when we weren't completely succeeding, but once we were starting to get the right way of doing this, we had a blast, and we had so much fun, and we're gonna keep this up for a while now so that we can have some fun watching TV, watching some movies, and we want you guys to do the same. This will be a fun place for you guys to just play around and have a good time. So with that being said, get to it, guys. We're excited to see what you guys come up with, and we hope you guys have a blast. Peace.